Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you today? Doing well? Okay. So, in this video, I'll be teaching you WH or information questions. It's very, very important to learn information questions because I can ensure you if you practice information questions a lot, it will help you with your fluency. You will become more fluent in English. You will be able to talk for a long time in English. Because these information questions are used a lot in daily spoken English. Okay? So I'm going to explain all of these 7 information question words in details and give you some examples, and I want you to pay close attention during my explanation. At the end of my explanation, if you have any questions, raise your hand and ask your questions. If you don't have any questions, then it will be your turn to make examples and sentences and use these words in your sentences. Got the point? Okay, so let's start with the name of Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth. The first WH question word is what? This WH question word is used to ask about thing, idea, or quality. For example, what is this? It's a thing, right? So you ask your question about a thing. What is this? Okay. Or for example, what's the situation over, or how, what's the condition over there? For example, or what's your name? So one more thing that I want to mention here is that we have abstract nouns and we have material nouns. An abstract noun, when we talk about something that doesn't have any physical existence, it's a noun. For example, idea, talent, knowledge, information, advice. These are all nouns. But what kind of nouns? Abstract nouns. Abstract nouns. And because they don't have physical appearance, they don't have any physical existence, right? So we usually use the word what before these kind of nouns. Like, what's your idea about this problem? So idea is a noun, right? But what kind of noun? Abstract noun. You talk about something that doesn't have physical existence. You cannot touch it, you cannot see it, you cannot hear it, you cannot taste it. Okay? So, abstract noun. Or for example, so I already said what's your information about, what's your idea about this, issue, about this problem. Okay. So now the second one is which. And we use this word to ask about choice or selection. Okay. For example, I have 2 cell phones in my hand, and I'm asking you, which cell phone do you think is the best? See? Which cell phone? So there's a kind of choice, right? You got to choose between these 2 cell phones and answer my question and tell me which one is the best, right? For example, which country did you go to last year? Which country did you go to last year? So again, it's kind of choice. Like there are few countries, right? Or which country would you like to go to? So I'm asking about your choice. You get the point? But usually which is used before material noun. Something that you can touch or see or hear or taste. Something that has a physical existence or appearance. Okay? So we say, what's your name? We don't say, which is your name? We say, what's your idea about this? See, what is used before abstract nouns and which is used before material nouns, right? You see the difference now? Okay. And also when we ask a question about the choice or selection, for example, which candidate do you want to vote for? There are 2 or 3 or 4 candidates. Which candidate? Now we talk about a person, but there's a choice. Got the point? So candidate is a person, but there's a choice, right? Which candidate do you want to vote for? So I'm asking you about your choice or selection. Everything is clear so far? Okay. The third one, when? To ask about time. Simply to ask about time. And keep in mind that whenever you want to use a WH question word in your sentences, in your questions, there should be an auxiliary verb before subject and after WH question word if it's simple present tense or simple past tense. For example, look here. When do you go to school? See? When you go to school is incorrect. There should be auxiliary according to the tense, right? When does your brother go to school? See? Do, does in simple present tense. Simple past tense. When did you go to the market? When did you go to the market? Okay, so did, auxiliary did. When will he come here? See, auxiliary will. You see that? When, for example, when was he walking down the street? When was he? See, was is also an auxiliary verb. So don't forget. In most tenses, you need an auxiliary. In some tenses, you don't. Okay? So when you ask about the time of an action or state or something, you use the information question will. So I have to have my eye contact both with you and with the audience on YouTube. So this is how it is. It's an actual classroom, right? No preparation, no kind of advertising clip. So it's an actual classroom. You know that, right? Okay. So now the next one is where. To ask about place. Where is used to ask about place. Where did you go yesterday? Okay. And keep in mind that we can use all of these information question words in 12 tenses. In active forms, in passive forms. Okay. So just to give you an idea, okay. For example, simple present tense. When does he go to school? Present continuous tense. When is he coming here? Present continuous tense. Okay. Commonly we do not use when in perfect tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense, right? Because with when we ask about the time of an action, right? And present perfect tense shows an action that has happened before now at an unspecific time, right? You get the point? So where? If it's where. So where does he learn English? Simple present tense. Where is he learning English right now? Present continuous tense. Where has he learned English? Present perfect tense. Where has he been learning English for 2 months or 3 months or 5 months? Present perfect continuous tense. Where did he learn English? Simple past tense, right? Where was he learning English last year, for example? In January, you mention a specific month. Where was he learning English? Where had he been learning English for 6 months or 7 months or a year before he graduated from the system? Past perfect continuous tense. Where will he learn English in the future? Simple future tense. Where he will be learning English in the future, right? For example, by the year 2023 or 24. And where will have he learned English before he graduates from an English system, right? Or where will he have been learning English for 2 or 3 months, before 2025 or before 2000. So my point is that we can use all of these WH question words in 12 tenses, in both active and passive form. But keep in mind that you need your helping verb right after the WH question word and before the subject. Don't forget that. So, how to ask about condition or the manner of action. For example, how are you feeling? I'm asking about your condition. And how does your brother drive? So, how does your brother drive his car? So now I'm asking about the manner of an action. In which way? In which manner? Okay, the action is happening. That's the question. Okay, how does he work for that company? And then the answer should be with using the adverbs of manner. He works hard for that company. He works honestly. You will learn adverbs of manner. They're coming in your book. Okay, in this level. He works hard. He works honestly. He works enthusiastically. Okay, so to ask about the manner of an action, like how something is happening, how something is, done, okay? For example, you write a letter, but I'm asking you, how do you write a letter? Okay? Or you walk, or he walks, and I'm saying, I'm asking you, how does he walk? How does he exercise? How does he speak English, right? I'm asking you about the manner of that action, okay? So, of course, when you answer my question, you have to use adverbs of manner. So, how does he speak English? And you're telling me he speaks English fast, he speaks English fluently, he speaks English correctly. See, these are all adverbs of manner, okay? So, to ask about the manner of an action or to ask about a condition, okay? Like, yeah, I mean, how's the situation in our country? How's the security situation in our country? So still kind of, condition or situation. Why? This WH question word, why, is used to ask about reason or purpose. So reason or purpose. Now, if the question is about reason, the answer is with the because. With what? Because. If the question is about purpose, the answer is with in order to. In order to, or the short form is to. For example, I'm asking you, why didn't you come to your class yesterday? So there's a reason, right? Because I was sick, teacher. Because I had some guests at home. Because I was stuck in traffic jam. I was stuck in traffic jam, is the harm. Okay, so if I ask you, why do you come to this class? Why do you want to learn English? So there's no reason. I'm asking about your purpose, about your goal. Goal, right? Okay. So you say, in order to get a good job, in order to get a high score on TOEFL exam, in order to go to the United States for higher education, in order to, so, see, the question with why could be about a reason or a purpose. Now you think about it. If the question is about a reason, then you answer with because. Okay? Look, for example, why were you fighting with that boy on the street yesterday? So there's a reason, right? Why were you fighting with that boy on the street yesterday? You say, because he cursed at me. Because he cursed at me. He said something bad to me, okay? The bad words. Okay? When somebody is telling you kind of bad words or using bad words, okay? So that is called cursing, to curse at someone. So there's a reason, because he was cursing at me, there's a reason. But if I ask you, for example, why do you wear this hat? Why do you wear this jacket? Okay? In order to stay warm. In order to stay warm. So sometimes it depends. It could be purpose, it could be reason. It could be both. It depends on the intention of the speaker, right? So why do you wear this jacket? Because the weather is cold. There could be a reason, okay? Or there could be a purpose in order to stay warm, okay? Got a point? Everything is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Who? To ask about subject or object. This WH question word can be used to ask about the subject or the doer of the action, or to ask about the receiver of the action. So now it depends. See, I mean, an action doesn't always show, a verb doesn't always show action. We have state verbs, we have action verbs, right? There could be a state, there could be an action. So now, what is the subject? The subject is a word or a group of words to which the state or the action which is expressed by the verb refers, okay? So now if it's a state verb, it shows state of desire, state of existence, state of emotions, like you say love, like, right? Hate, dislike. So these are the verbs which show state of emotions. Or for example, hope and want and expect and, need and wish. These are the verbs which do not show any actions. If you say, I hope to improve my English, is there any action? I hope. I hope. Does hope show any action? No. So these verbs, which I just mentioned, show the state of desire. It's your desire to improve your English. Right? You say, I wish I become wealthy. I wish I become rich. Right? So wish, it shows your desire. It doesn't show any action. Or the verbs which show, the state of existence, like to be verbs, is, am, are. Or the state of ownership, right? Have, has, possess, right? So now the question with who could be about the subject of the sentence or about the object of the sentence. For example, look, who came here yesterday? When who is used as a subject to ask you a question about the subject of the sentence, it is not followed by auxiliary. Who learns English in this classroom? You do not say who does learn English. You got it? When you ask your question about the subject, about the do of the action, you do not use any auxiliary after who. Who, and then you bring, the auxiliary, the main verb directly. Who learns English in this class, okay? Or who went to the market yesterday? Or who taught you English? See? And now, for example, if I say who went to the market and you say Jamal went to the market, so Jamal is the subject of the sentence. So the question was about the subject, okay? But the word who can be used to ask about object. In spoken English in the same form, who, but in more formal English, the form changes to whom. For example, with whom do you work? With whom? From whom do you learn English? If you use preposition at the beginning before whom, it becomes more formal. But if you say, who do you learn English from? From, the preposition is used at the end of your sentence, it becomes less formal. It becomes informal. So in spoken English, people use prepositions at the end of their sentences. In formal written English, they use them at the beginning of their sentences. Okay? For example, to whom did you give a gift? To whom did you give a gift? And you say, I gave a gift to Jamal, Kamal. So Jamal became the object of preposition, right? So the question here with whom was about object. Understood? Or you can say, who did you give a gift to? Who did you learn English from? Who did you go to Parman with? Okay? You may use your prepositions at the end of your sentences, and it's spoken in informal. But if you use them at the beginning of your sentences, and then you change who to whom, it becomes more formal. Any questions? Questions about WH question words? No questions? Are you sure? Okay, so now let's practice. It's your turn to make examples. Make sure that your examples are both logically and grammatically correct, okay? First of all, we're going to practice what? The word what. So give me examples using the word what.
What do you do?
What do you do every day, for example?
What do you think about the President Ashraf Ghani?
What do you think about President Ashraf Ghani? Yeah, that's right.
What's your name?
What's your
Name.
name? What's your name? Yeah, that's right.
What is your choice?
What's your choice?
What time is it?
What time is it? Perfect.
What do you think? What do you think about your teaching?
Yeah, what do you think about your teacher? That's perfect. It's a good example. See now, this lesson on YouTube and for the students over here is for in lower intermediate level students, okay? And then when you go to the next level, step 2, that becomes higher intermediate. And when you go to step 3, that becomes advanced. Step 4, advanced. And then after that, TOEFL IBT preparation program, okay? Let's practice word number 2. Which? Yep.
Which color do you like?
Which color do you like? Perfect.
Which country are you from?
Which country are you from? Wonderful. That's right.
Which car did you come to Apollo?
Which car do you use when you come to Atal, right? Yep.
Which clock are you used?
Which clock
are you used?
are you using or do you use? Okay.
Which country do you like?
Which country do you like a lot?
Which color do you like?
Which color do you like? Yep. More examples, come on. Which? Uh-huh.
Which marker is better?
Yeah, which marker is better? That's great. Okay, so what about when? To ask about time. When is used to ask about time? Yep.
When did you go to Parma?
When did you go to Palman? When did you go to the market? When did you go to the hospital?
When did you study?
When did you study your lessons? When did you exercise in the gym?
When did you teaching in a turret?
When did you teach at Atarut? Or when did you teach English at Atarut? Why are you crying? Yep, come on.
When did you buy a phone?
When did you buy a cell phone? Yep.
When did you came?
When did you come? Come, came, come. Okay, after did you use the base, first form.
When do you come to a turret?
When do you come to Atarut every day, right? Okay, good. Where? To ask about place. Where is used to ask about place.
Where did you study English?
Where did you study English?
Where are you going?
Where are you going right now?
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Perfect.
Where are you located?
Where are you located? Or where is your business located? Or where is your store located? Yep.
Where is your home located?
Where is your house located? Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Where do you go?
Where do you go for picnicking? Okay. How?
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling? Yeah, that's right.
How was your last vacation?
Yeah, how was your last vacation? Perfect.
How was your health?
How's your health? Okay.
How's your brother?
How's your brother? How's your little brother? Yep.
How do you learn English?
How do you learn English? In which manner?
How was your English teacher?
How was your English teacher? Yep, at high school, right? Mm-hmm.
How is teaching going?
How's teaching going on? Okay.
How is your exam?
How is your exam? Or how was your exam? Was it difficult or easy? Yep.
How to speak another people in English?
How to speak with other people in English. So here you need something else. I don't know how to speak with other people in English. It becomes, noun class. Okay, I don't know how to speak. It becomes a kind of noun class. Okay, why? So you can ask your questions about both reason or purpose.
Why you didn't come to a party?
No. Why didn't you come to the party? I told you auxiliary. You bring auxiliary. See, this is a big problem. I mean, many students, especially in our country, in Afghanistan, use WH question words incorrectly. Instead of saying, why did you come late to class? Why you came late to class? It's spoken informal, but according to grammar, it's incorrect. It's not correct, okay? You must bring auxiliary before subject, not after subject, okay? Yep. Why? Yeah.
Why did you come to Atarut?
Why did you come to Atarut? Yep. Or why have you come to Atarut? So now you're asking me about my purpose. Let's say I'm a student over here. So I say I come to Atarut in order to improve my English. I come to Atarut to learn English. So your answer with in order to, or the short form of in order to is to. Okay? Infinitive. Followed by verb base form.
Why did you come to park?
Yeah, why did you come to the park? Why did you go to the park? Okay, so again, there could be a purpose, there could be a reason. Okay, so I went to the park in order to play with my friends, to play football with my friends, or just to have conversation there and, have fun over there, spend some time over there with my friends. Yep.
Why do you teach English?
Why do you teach English? So now this question is about purpose. What's your purpose by teaching English, right? I teach English in order to help Afghan students improve their English. I teach English in order to feed my family, to get salary and feed my family. So different purposes. Yep.
Why are you using phone in class?
Why are you use your cell phone in the classroom? Yep, that's right.
Why do you teaching in the step 1 class?
Yeah, why do you teach English to step 1 class? Okay. I teach English to step 1 class because we need to record all of the lessons, basic, intermediate, advanced, all of the lessons, right?
Why do you record the lesson? Why do you record the lesson?
Why do you record the lesson? In order to upload the video to our YouTube channel. Okay, so there's a purpose, right? There's a purpose in order to. Okay, so your question could be about a reason or about a purpose. Usually when we ask a question about something in the past, usually, I don't say always, usually, why didn't you come to the class yesterday? So there was a reason that you didn't come to the class, right? And you say, because I was sick, because I went to the hospital. Okay, there was a reason, right? And when we ask questions about future, most of the times, or usually, not always again, we ask about our question about purpose. Okay, why do you want to go to the United States? See, usually there is a purpose. In order to get higher education, in order to do my master's there, in order to do my PhD there, right? You see that? So that's just, an idea that I'm giving you, that most of the times when the question is about something in the past, it's about a reason. When the question is about something in the future, it's about a purpose. Not all the time, not always, but most of the times, okay? Here. Okay, so finally we have who, which can be used both as a subject or as an object. But first of all, we're going to be using it as a subject, okay? When the question is about the subject of a sentence, about the doer of an action, okay? Who?
With whom did you go to?
So you're using it as an object. It's okay. It's okay. With whom did you go to the park? That's right. You used who as an object, not as a subject.
Who is he?
Who is he? Who's Jamal? Who's your teacher? Okay?
Who is your teacher in step 1?
Yeah. Who is or who was your teacher in step 1? That's right.
Who is the president of Afghanistan?
Who's the president of Afghanistan? Perfect.
Who like English?
Who
Like
likes?
Likes.
Who likes English? Or who likes learning English? Or who likes teaching English?
Who yesterday came here?
Who came here yesterday? Take the time expression to the end of your sentence. Who came here yesterday?
Who fights with Ali?
Yeah. Who fights with Ali or who fought with Ali, the second form in simple but.
Who is the winner of the match?
Yeah. Who is the winner of the match? Perfect.
Who is the teacher of conversation?
Yeah. Who's the teacher of conversation section? Okay. Or who is your conversation teacher? Yeah.
Who broke the glass?
Who broke the glass? Simple past tense. See? When you use who as a subject, it is followed directly by the main verb form. You don't use auxiliary. Who broke the chair? You don't say who did break the chair, right? Got it? Yeah.
Who forget the phone?
Who forgets or who forgot the cell phone here?
Who first did bowling in Afghanistan?
Yeah, who is a faster bowler in Afghanistan? I think Rashid Khan, right? Rashid Khan?
No, Rashid.
Who's the fastest bowler in Afghan cricket team?
Dawlat Zadran.
Dawlat Zadran? Okay, because he's from the province where you are from, or no?
No.
Okay. Okay. So who's the most famous cricket player in Afghanistan?
Rashid.
Rashid Khan. So he's from my village. He's Shinwari. He's from Shinwar tribe, and he's from our village. Yeah, that's true. Our neighbor even, right? Anyways, but who cares? Okay. You may also become a famous person one day in the future if you work hard,
Inshallah.
if you struggle a lot. Who knows? Among you, there could be the future president of Afghanistan. Who knows? Does anyone know? No. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. There could be a minister. There could be a president. There could be somebody, right? Because all of these presidents in the world used to be students one day. They used to be taught like you. They used to be sitting in front of their teachers, right? All of them. This much is enough, and have a great time. We will continue this series of intermediate level lessons in the future as well.